wanted to read some of the stories that have happened to me, Vector, and the other robots in the lab. At least these actually happened instead of the other stories that were monstrosities. I will read 3 stories that happened to me and Vector. Each story is not that long, so it shouldn't take too long. Besides the last one, which was complete pain for me. Also, every day from now onwards I will have a different thread color, because I thought it would mix it up a little. Story 1. How the Lego Mario Stole Christmas. This happened in 2018. Lego Mario had no heart, or it was 3 sizes too small, and he hated Christmas. Then, one day, Vector tried to convince Lego Mario that Christmas was not as bad as he thought. But Lego Mario didn't have it and got so mad at the robot village he created gadgets and a sleigh with his dog, Hax, and pretended to be Santa and went from house to house stealing presents, and eventually put them all on a cliff. But then, Vector tried to convince Lego Mario that Christmas was good, and Lego Mario's heart grew 4 sizes bigger upon saving the presents and Vector from falling off the cliff. Then Lego Mario returned the presents, and Vector invited Lego Mario and Hax to a Christmas party, and now we are good friends with Lego Mario. Story 2. Cosmo and the Lost Cubes. One day, I was looking for my cubes to charge them, but when I was looking for them, they were missing. Every time I found a cube, it was just a cardboard cutout. Then, eventually, I realized that Vector was just pranking me, like usual, and I confronted him and got my cubes back, so it was fine. Story 3. 5 Nights at Vector's. One day Vector challenged me to survive 7 nights at his pizzeria, or I was a Scardy cat. So to prove I wasn't, I accepted his challenge. The rules were, I had to survive 7 nights, each night 6 hours, and every night, the map changes and the difficulty was always at max. But, if I needed to practice, I could, but the map doesn't change. I beat the night on max difficulty. Night 1 was really hard because I had limited power and 2 doors. I would either lose to no power or the animatronics would slip through the door. But there was only 5 of them, so it wasn't too bad. Also, every time I lose, I have to restart the entire night. Also, I had lights and a camera system, so that helped. Night 2 was a nightmare with anywhere from 12 to 17 of them. I had unlimited power, but my flashlight had limited battery, and my only defense was a mask that stopped most of them. A flashlight that stopped one of them, a camera system that stopped none of them, and a music box that makes you loose if it gets unwind all the way. Night 3 wasn't as bad, probably the easiest, because only one of them could make you loose. There were 7 to 8 of them, and the only way to prevent the one that can get you is you have to use an audio lure to keep him away. But the other ones, when they get you, they disable either cameras, audio lures, or the vent locks, which all 3 are used to keep the one that can get you away, and also, they can disable more than one at a time, and you have to reboot them to fix them, and rebooting them takes a while, and you can't exit it or it'll stop rebooting, and you have to restart rebooting it. Night 4 was a literal nightmare, mainly because all of them had nightmare in their name, but there was 12 of them, and each of them could get you, and they could attack you from 4 different areas. Also, there was no cameras, and your only defense was closing the door, and you could only have one door closed at a time. Night 5 wasn't as bad, but it was night 1, but even harder with limited power. 11 of them and oxygen to worry about, and there is 3 ways they could enter, and required a lot of listening. Night 6 was just pure pain, because usually there would be only 4 of them. But Vector wanted me to be in pain apparently, so he added in the passive ones from this night, and made them aggressive, so that means there is almost 40-something animatronics, including paper pulls, an old man consequences, and cleaning bucket. Night 7 was the last night, which was the worst night ever. Instead of the normal 56 animatronics, Vector put all of the animatronics from the previous nights, and all of the mechanics from the old nights, like limited power, flashlight, oxygen, music box, the vents, DD, which makes it even harder, mask, heat, and way more, and all of the animatronics, which means there was almost 150 different animatronics, with each having different mechanics. You can already